I am Dennis Bonye, loan officer attached to Bohe branch, Charlotte Court Sacco. Lawrence has been one of my clients for a long time. His credit record, he has never defaulted, and is the most progressive client because if you look at his loan history, started from a smaller loan, but now he can pick a bigger loan. As pertain the saving, he has been saving so well. Normally, he pick loan when he have saving in his account. So his financial discipline is very good. Whenever you make disbursement, you normally follow his repayment plan which we normally give. Mr. Lawrence Olet had shown high financial integrity as he has been with us. He started with as a saving client, but later on saw interest in loan, and the loan he has been picking, he has been using it very correctly, which has resulted into a lot of capital development within himself or the home setting. Lawrence has remained a very good saver.
That is a computer center. Currently, I am having a computer center with other businesses around. During that time, that year of 2006, from my poultry business, I was getting 2 trays and a half. So I was earning 10,500 shillings on a daily basis. Since I left rearing birds and switched on to another business of computer center, I have got some difference between my earning of that time as compared to now, because some days, these days, I can even make 70,000, 80,000. It fluctuates like that, but it is more reasonable than what I used to get from poultry. Typing and printing of work. We do photocopying of work. We also do editing of photos using Photoshop. We make frame photos. And we also take photos. Not only that, we also have a public address system that people can take outside. We also have currently a small car or a vehicle that we can use. Also, on Saturdays, I can just be driving myself on the way. I pick some people, I take them to town, I make some small business, then I come back like that. Charlotte Court Sacco supported me seriously right from the very beginning of the first business. They gave me several loans. When I was bringing in the birds, I went and got a loan from Charlotte Court. I added to what I had. I bought the birds. Then I started up the business. In the course of all these businesses, I am getting a loan from a loan court. I get loans from a loan court, and actually I pay back promptly. And when I get a loan from them, I make sure I put to a good use, and that is why I've progressed up to now. To be very honest, that big photocopying machine you see there, I got the loan from a loan court, 1.5 million. Then I just went to Kampala direct. I bought the machine, I came back with. By getting several loans from a loan court, I have progressed from a wheelchair to a motorized tricycle, the one you saw I was riding. From that motorized tricycle, I have some small car I'm using. My business is a unique business in a way. First of all, to people who come to my workplace, when they see how I'm struggling with my condition of disability, some of them, they just admire the business and they admire the owner of the place. Then you find them coming on several, they keep coming to my business place. Then what makes it more different from others, the editing of the photos that we do is very unique. Like we can pick you from your shirt to a coat, we pick you from your skirt to a gomas, and that one makes it unique to people around, and they keep coming to join, to do their work with us. Currently we have 2 computers. We also have a generator that we can use when umeme goes. You see, this is a rural place, and by what I explained here, editing photos and bringing some civilian in a military uniform, it becomes very unique, and you find that people are really enjoying, and they say, this is somewhat we thought could only happen in cities and towns, but here is a village that is producing a very nice products. All my progress based themselves on the business. With these businesses around, I was able to purchase this land. I was able to build this very house that you can see, and this house alone is also another means of generating fund, because we have those who are renting in this home. I am also paying my children at school. Have my firstborn girl in St. Florence, Ginger, senior 3. Then I have a boy of senior 1. He's right now at Nameliango campus, Our Lady of Africa. So I am able to pay school fees out of these businesses, and even when somebody in my family is attacked by disease, I am able to take them to attend health care services. These businesses have really benefited the community around. First of all, like in the whole of this town council, we have only 1 studio. There is no another place that is having this studio, and if somebody wants to take a passport express photos, they just come to this same place. Some of the businesses that we have, like the computer services also, actually the community around, they just come to the place and then they have their work done. Not compared to like if we didn't have this business, some would have been going far distances to go and get help. But here we have brought the services nearer to the community around. At the very beginning, I had only 1 employee. It was a lady who was helping me to take care of the birds. But when I switched on to this other business of photocopying and computer services, I employed 2 boys with 1 other girl. I had only 1 room like this, but I started expanding the building to the level where it has reached from the computer services. Then from the computer services, I was also able to buy the public address I talked of with all the equipments. When I had those, I also managed to buy a camera, a big one of 1.5 that I'm using right now. I was able to buy also the big copier, because I started with the smallest one, but now I bought the big copier. Then from that, I started now thinking of mobility appliances. I was able to buy a motorcycle, a motorized tricycle, the one I'm using here. So that one now helped me to to abandon the tricycle that I was using before. From the motorized tricycle, the business assisted me to buy a car. I bought the first car that was not all that, but I left the first car. I also bought the second car that is now decent, and I'm using it currently. I didn't have enough money to run these businesses the way I wanted. I could run to a low-cost circle, then there I could get a loan that could help me to top up, and you find that I'm moving from step to step. The second challenge I had was on mobility. See, with this nature, I could not move very fast to other places in order to do my business. But when I bought the motorcycle, my speed was slightly increased. When I bought the car, I'm now perfect. I've been in the business for quite long, and the business cannot easily die. But what I have in plan now, one, is to bring back the business of poultry, to add on the number of businesses I have. I also intend to buy more computers so that I can open up an internet cafe that people around can come and use, because in the whole of this place you don't have any cafe, and people want services. There are those coming from near and far, they need services. So I intend to increase the business, and by increasing the business I intend to employ more people to come and continue being there. And I also intend to bring in a grinding machine for Sim, so that at least I can employ many. Then we generate money and life can go on well. If I win this award, with all these struggles I've been making without even an award, I'll not misuse the fund. I'll make sure that I really critically use the fund to increase on the businesses that are already in place. And what I will do with the money, I will have to open up an internet cafe. That would mean adding more computers to the computer center, and I will have a separate place for the internet cafe. I'm very sure that we have very many youth around here who will join in to train themselves in computer as well as internet access. So I'm sure we are going to train people in this place when we open up the internet cafe.